recently got to play the opening sequence of episode 1 of Life is Strange Before the Storm. In addition to that, we got to see a brand new section of gameplay involving Chloe, Joyce and David hanging out in the Price household. Here are just some of the thoughts we had while playing. Getting the chance to more thoroughly explore the old mill, we investigated a few more points of interest that we noticed while watching previously released footage. The drunk girl at a nearby table doesn't have much to say, and Chloe will mentally but playfully berate her for not pulling it together while Firewalker tearing it up in the next room. A knife is lodged in the wood beam by the makeshift bar, but you aren't given the opportunity to remove it. Possibly the most interesting thing to check out is a piece of graffiti that mentions one Damon Merrick, though that's only noteworthy when you combine it with what else we were able to find out.
Yo, Frank!
If you talk to Frank after your initial run-in with the two skeevy guys, you can find out a bit more about who they are. Namely, that one works for Damon Merrick, the guy that says, "You don't know who I am, do you?" Frank advises Chloe to stay away from them, implying that Damon has quite a lot of power to make life difficult for anyone that crosses his path. The overall impression I got was that whoever this Damon Merrick is, we will definitely end up hearing about them again. Given that we really don't know a lot about the actual story of Before the Storm yet, it wouldn't be out of the question that Damon Merrick ends up being one of the major antagonists of the game. If you explore the old mill, you'll come across an ice bucket full of beers. Interacting with that will cause Chloe to pick up one and drink it, but she will hang on to the empty bottle, and it'll appear in the top right corner of your screen as part of your inventory. As we know from the first Life is Strange game, items that you pick up this way usually have some sort of use, whether that's collecting parts around your school to craft an improvised bomb, picking up a friend's flash drive, or part of a nightmare dream sequence involving collecting beer bottles. The only time I think the beer bottle became useful is when you're given the option to fight or run from the two creepy guys on the upper floor of the mill when Rachel arrives to help you. Choosing to fight them with the beer bottle in your possession will mean that Chloe will break it over one of their heads, causing their friend to punch her in the face as she turns to flee, an event that will no doubt have consequences later on down the line. Our hands-on ended at the Firewalk gig, after Chloe and Rachel rush into the mosh pit, but we were given additional gameplay to watch that followed on seemingly directly after that sequence. Chloe wakes up in her room, alone, as the credits for the game roll. She will, of course, take her time actually getting out of bed, as we take in more of the bedroom. It's very different to how it looks in Life is Strange. There are definitely more nods to pre-rebellious street Chloe, but signs are definitely starting to show of the direction the decor is going. You can also spot a familiar pirate hat on her mirror, showing Max still isn't far from Chloe's thoughts. The photo from Max's room in the first game is actually hanging in Chloe's living room in this episode. See if you can spot it.
Last night, seeing Firewalk live. Those skeevy assholes. That girl. Was that really Rachel Amber? Smell like cigarettes and beer. Better change clothes.
Once you actually get up, there's a cool moment where you can pick what outfit Chloe will wear for the day. If you wanted to read into it, the symbolism of the t-shirts on offer, a choice between a raven and a butterfly, is pretty interesting. And if you stole the Firewalk t-shirt from the night before, you can choose to wear that instead.
I really should get going.
After this, you wander around the Price household, checking out what's changed.
Finally, David's waiting. You'll need to bring him his keys from the ashtray. Try not to kill each other.
Dad took these photos. Now that David's staying over so much, I wonder how long it'll take Mom to shove them in a drawer somewhere.
Downstairs, you can see the wine stain that Max comments on in the previous game a bit more clearly.
No point in putting off the inevitable torture of driving to school with David. I better get going. Family pic used to hang here. Wow. I can't actually remember which one.
And you can see that the Prices struggling with bills is a long-running problem.
Any letter from Blackwell is never good. Is Mom having trouble with payments again? My scholarship doesn't cover everything. Like I need another reason for Principal Wells to get on my case.
And it most likely doesn't help Chloe's allegiance to Blackwell, knowing that her attendance there is causing her family to struggle financially. As Chloe heads towards the door, there's also a split-second look at baby Max in Chloe's inbox when Chloe is messaging Steph. Relatively speaking, this is fairly early on in Joyce and David's relationship.
I actually have to let this jackoff drive me to school. This is my life now. Kill me.
He hasn't moved in yet, though you definitely get the sense he's starting to become a more permanent feature around the place. And Chloe's anxiety over him replacing William is probably going to be a running theme in these episodes.
What a piece of crap. The car, too.
David is slightly more courteous to Chloe.
Why do you women always take forever to get ready?
We're hoping you men will leave without us.
Trying to encourage and make time for her, though she's absolutely having none of it.
No, Mom. I swear he beat himself to death with a tire iron. Repeatedly.
Electrode insulator's probably cracked. You know what a spark plug does?
Yes.
It ignites.
Did you not hear me? I said I know what it does.
Then go grab my socket wrench set from the garage, and we can get moving.
What is this? Quality time? Ugh. Better just get the socket wrench and get this over with. What's David doing, leaving stuff in our garage anyway? Does he think he's moving in or something? I'm supposed to get David his stupid wrench. What the hell has happened to my life? Should fill this with gasoline just in case David's car ever catches on fire.
There are other tiny references to Max before the end of the sequence.
Dad's old camera. Do they even make film for these anymore?
As Chloe remarks on the camera, we know she will eventually give to Max as a belated birthday present, and we can spy the mural that Max and Chloe make together.
Dad's toolbox. He used to get so excited whenever anything sprung a leak or busted.
Leaning against the garage wall. By the time Max comes back to Arcadia Bay, it's been moved out into the garden.
"50-50 chance I smash him in the face with this. 60-40. Maybe 90-10.
It can be a little uncomfortable having a direct link to Chloe's inner monologue in these moments. She's relentless in her contempt of David.
A little more hustle wouldn't have killed you.
Point blank refusing to compromise or meet him halfway. Here's hoping Deck 9 can temper that attitude with some softer moments. because it's gonna be hard to unconditionally be on the side of someone who doesn't show any regard for the feelings of anyone but herself.
See what's gunking up the works there? That's a sign of
Carbon deposits? No shit.
You know, you could actually be good at this if you lost the attitude.
My attitude is what makes me special, David.
Chloe's been through hell at this point, we know.
All right.
But that can't always guarantee you a free pass. Mind you, it is kind of fun to play the game with a little more recklessness and aggressiveness than we would if it was Max we were in control of.
What the f-
How you do anything is how you do everything.
Now I need a shower.
Hey, you're taking those tools with you, right?
Every house needs a good toolbox.
We've already got one, but thanks.
Ready to roll?
Please don't want to talk. Please don't want to talk.
I want to talk to you about something.
Fuck.
Those are just some of the things we picked up on, but is there anything interesting in what you saw in the new footage? Let us know in the comments and make sure to subscribe to Eurogamer for more Life is Strange videos. Thanks for watching. Bye!